Nowadays, you try to get in and early, get as much done the day before as you can, because there's a whole lot of things that happen day of game, especially if you're traveling. But it's about getting the room set up, getting your skates sharpened, and now with skates the way they are, we're changing steel all the time. So we've got 3 sets of steel going on, so there's a constant sharpening, and then setting up the room, making sure it's all dressed up and ready to go. Trainers take great pride in their rooms. It's often seen on TV, so you want that to look good. And then come 7:30, you just try to stay out of the way, and hopefully you don't have to get involved too much during the game. But on a daily basis, it could take probably six hours to prep for a game. And then road trips are totally different, because then you got all the preparation of getting into other arenas. You might be hosting a team, so you got to do their laundry and prep and help them prepare too. So, and then when you go on the road, it gets reciprocated. We have a great rapport with the other trainers in the league to get in and out of arenas. There's a lot of idiosyncrasies. Guys have to go in and out certain times. They have to walk out. They have to tap each other a certain way. I know Joey likes to stick in a certain spot on the wall and doesn't want to move. So his goalies used to be a little quirky. Our goalies this year aren't quite that way, but they still like to have their sticks and gloves in a certain spot too. So and then guys coming on and off the ice. I know there's a couple guys that need to play rock paper scissors before they come off, but we try to get them off, because if they don't get off, we're getting fined. So they can play their little games on this side of the wall if they want, but not too many crazy things. It was a lot of work. We were in Victoria up until the 22nd, from the December 8th until the 22nd, and then we ferried over to Vancouver. We were actually in 3 different rinks in Victoria. Moved, and when we move, it's a major move. And we come in and we take over and put up signs, and basically it's a Hockey Team Canada room. And the same thing happened when we got to the Rogers Arena in Vancouver. We were allowed to use the Canucks room, so we literally put up Team Canada logos everywhere. And we talked about this earlier. You have to check Eagles at the door. These guys, their time on ice times are usually 20-25 minutes. All of a sudden they're cut down to like 8 to 10 minutes. These guys are big minute guys, and up there they're not. They're sharing ice and sometimes skipping shifts and that type of thing. And so it was a great experience that way. And it was great that my family could come out, and that Marianne and the boys could come out. We could spend a little bit of time. We didn't have a lot of time to be together, but the fact that they were there and sharing with it, meant a lot to all of us as well. Obviously, winning is a big part of it. And so when you won league championships and obviously the Memorial Cup, going back to Quebec City, still a lot of fond memories there. It's interesting now, I guess, after you've been at it a couple decades, now you're starting to see some of the guys that played here are coming in with their children, as young kids, and seeing how they adapt to being parents. And downstairs we have a wall. The guys played pro, but I think the wall that means as much to me is even the education wall. The guys have gone on to get an education and bettered their lifestyle by getting a post-secondary education. So winning was outstanding, but it's the people you meet along the way, and the former players come back, and families come back, and you get tapped on the shoulder when you're on the road, and that type of thing, and texts you get along the way. That's pretty cool.